We're going to quickly move on to another story. It's a story which pits police officers who've said that the Indian Air Force, some of its officers and its commandos, were in fact not very brave when it came to operations in Chhattisgarh.
Thank you.
Why would an Indian Air Force helicopter team with pilots and commandos choose to leave behind an injured personnel of the Chhattisgarh police force who was in their helicopter and had received gunshot injuries when the helicopter came under fire in a Naxal-dominated area? Let's bring you details of this story that shocked people, the armed forces, particularly the police forces across the country. The incident took place in the South Bastar Hills region. This was a helicopter, a Mi-17 of the Indian Air Force, which had been deployed to try and rescue injured police men in a Naxal-dominated area. The helicopter was actually trying to land in a particular area when it came under intense fire from the Naxals. The pilot wasn't able to land over there. He was able to force land the helicopter a short distance away, but only after it had taken intensive gunfire. But what happened after that is what has shocked a lot of people. One of the people on that helicopter, a wireless radio operator, was very badly injured. He received a gunshot injury to the abdomen. Despite this, the two officers on board, the pilot, the co-pilot, two Garud commandos of the Indian Air Force, left that man, some say it was an act of desertion, and tried to move and find other police forces in the area. The Indian Air Force denies the allegation. They say that the crew assessed the threat situation and decided to seek medical aid. But then why would you leave a fallen comrade behind, particularly a man who was alive? In the process of actually leaving the helicopter, they committed another cardinal sin. A lot of the weaponry which they actually had, they didn't leave with all that weaponry, they left it inside the helicopter. If Naxals had taken advantage of the situation, they would have got access to machine guns, to pistols, exactly what you don't want Naxals operating in that area to get. Now CRPF commandos rushed to the secure chop to secure the helicopter, and they managed to rescue the radio operator. He is in a critical condition. He's lost a lot of blood. The big question, couldn't he have been evacuated earlier if those Indian Air Force officers and the others managed to stretcher him out? Well, did the Air Force desert an injured policeman in Naxal territory? And another point, is the IAF equipped to fight the Naxals? They're equipped, but should they be using more force? Two issues over there. Joining us from Calcutta, General Shankar Roy Chaudhary, the former Chief of Army Staff. Thank you, sir, very much for being with us. The former Air Chief S. Krishnaswamy. And also joining us, the former Chief of the BSF, Mr. Ian Rammohan. High-powered panel this evening, gentlemen. Thank you all very much for joining us. General Roy Chaudhary, as a soldier, if your buddy was injured in combat and you went in, sir, wouldn't it be incumbent upon you to stay there and fight to save him, or maybe try and evacuate him?
Vishnu, I think we should structure our discussions to the actual incident you're talking about. That is the helicopter being shot down, I believe, or at least so severely damaged that it couldn't fly, and it had to settle down. And the crew, consisting of two Air Force officers and I think two Garud commandos, they bailed out. And they left the injured police radio operator behind.
Yes, sir.
Police radio. That, I believe, is the facts of the case. Is there? We have to make. There's going to be a very stringent court of inquiry on this by the Air Force. So anything that we suggest or anything that we speak on the show tonight is in a manner, we are discussing a matter which is sub judice, in a manner.
General, I'm sure the Indian Air Force would never be influenced by what the media has to say. I'm sure they have that strength within them, sir. But sir, I come back.
That they have.
General, I come back to the question I asked you, sir. And hopefully the case will prove a lot of people wrong, that the Air Force didn't desert this man. But sir, in this particular instance, a man on a stretcher, a policeman who had a gunshot to the abdomen and was losing blood but was not dead or was not dying per se, right, was left over there when two commandos, two officers and I believe some others left. Isn't that strange?
It is strange. Generally, the captain of the aircraft, who is in charge of the aircraft, he collects the casualties together and he evacuates. It's not in character for the Air Force to do a thing like this. So, what is the other side of the story?
Okay.
I would like to know why they did this thing. It is very strange.
Okay.
Generally, the Air Force officers do not function like this.
Air Marshal, what is your reading of this case?
Well, I think we have to be very careful. I know I'm a former air chief, and we take it as that I have to defend the Air Force. That's not the point. Here we are talking to the public. The people have to know, and whosoever the listeners are, and therefore it has got to be very straightforward and fair and informative. The first and foremost is I'll take 2 minutes or so to explain. First and foremost, this is not one sudden jump and somebody injured on a highway and then you do a rescue operation. And of course, we've been operating with it's nothing new. We've been operating with the army and the police forces from what, 60 years, yes. 70 years, whatever. So there is nothing new about this. So we have so there is nothing new that for the Air Force that is trying to do something very different. The first and foremost is that what really happens. Now this is a joint operations. It is like I won't call it war, but a war-like situation that has happened, where we have to induct the helicopters. Yes. And it's a kind of warfare that's going on. You can name it whatever that you want to. Now it is a very careful, deliberate process when the Air Force was inducted, and then they said we will fly helicopters, and there's a very clear directive by the government and the Air Force that the helicopter will not be armed.
Right.
And the helicopter will not use weapons from air onto hitting anything on ground.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.